Okay, we are live now. Let's see. And okay, let me show to everyone. Okay, so we are live now. Wow. Okay, another 3 more minutes. Stay tuned. At 8:30 sharp, we're going to start our very first live with the four amazing business lady who who are Heidi Ao, Ivy Ngan, Miko Teck from various industries to share their mindset and also their crisis management in their business operation during this COVID-19 crisis. And what keeps their business operating as usual? Stay tuned. So upcoming next at 3 more minutes countdown. So please share this post to your friend, whoever who can benefit from their experience from our four powerful ladies entrepreneur. Wow, such an honor to have them with us today. So counting down another 3 minutes. Please share and text your friend. Don't miss this. Okay, I see there are more. Our friends are coming up. Okay, another 2 more minutes and we are starting sharp at 8:30. All right, please share this post. We are about to start soon in 2 more minutes. Okay, let me set up their network so that you guys can get connected with them. Starting sharp at 8:30. Hold on. All right. I think, yes, I've posted. So after this session, any of you guys would like to get in touch with them in 1 more minute, then we will start the live. Okay, let me get it pinned. Okay, we count down for 1 more minute. Okay, let me pin. Okay. All right. We are about to start in countdown 1 minute. Okay. All right. I've pinned the comment. So at the end of the session, if you guys want to get connect with our super ladies here, you guys can always click on to this link. Okay. So first of all, good evening, everyone, and I'm Yvonne. I hope you guys have taken your dinner, and thank you for tuning in today to our Facebook Live topic on how to steer your business out of a crisis. And in Mandarin, 如何帮助你的生意度过危机? So I'm Yvonne from Beyond Bar Advisory. I will be your host for today. Let's together sit back and relax and welcome our very first guest of today, Heidi Ao from Live Lola. So hi, Heidi. Hi, Heidi. Nice to
everyone.
have
For
you.
having me.
All right, upcoming next, let us welcome Ivy Ngan, the founder of CareWorth Healthcare Solution. Let's say hi to Ivy. Ivy, you can unmute yourself and let us say hi.
Oh yeah. Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hi, Ivy. So last but not least, our next guest will be Miko Teck, the founder of Effortless Beauty. So let's say hi to our Miko.
Hello,
Hi.
everyone. Good to see you.
Hi. Yeah, can see. Wow, everyone's so refreshed. the dinner, huh? Okay, so it is such an honor to have all the ladies entrepreneurs here to share with us today what did they do in their operation and also what is their mindset they are having to ensure their business is still operating as usual. Isn't it amazing? Oh my god, I can't wait to hear from them. So I believe you guys can't wait to know from them too. So first of all, let me introduce our very first guest, Heidi Ao. So she's an amazing lady with very exciting character, and she's able to excel in every area she's in. I know her since the banking industry, then moving into the international modeling for 2 years, and then now she set her passion in the yoga space, distributing yoga attire with her sister. And she's a rising star in yoga fitness industry. I really inspired by your journey, Hedy. So let's
Thank
say
you.
hi, Hedy.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Hedy. Oh, okay. So, Hedy, I believe everyone here are looking forward to hear from you. So let us get started. Hedy, in fact, I have a question for you. So yeah, I just want to ask from a scale from 1 to 10, and 1 is the least and 10 is the most. How would you rate the impact of COVID-19 in your business?
I would say it will be a 5. So COVID-19 has impacted my business both in a not so good way and also in a very good way. So like for the not so good way is because my business is actually selling. It's an online website that sells activewear and wellness products. So in a not so good way because most of our stocks are made in China. So because of China's operations, it was halted since January. So that's why we face some issues. But the good side is these days everyone is spending time at home. They have so much time to spend online shopping. So my business actually has increased like twofold actually. It's been very, very good. Yes.
Wow, okay, good to hear that. Wow, twofold, my goodness.
Yes.
All right, then I just want to know, like, what did you do so differently in your business operation to ensure that your business still continue running?
I'm very lucky because right now our business it's only 4 years old, so it is still me and my partner, which is my sister, that's handling it. So we don't have any employees that we have to pay salary to. So this is the fortunate part to make sure that we still operate well. I think we are fortunately in a very good segment, which is e-commerce. So we get customers purchasing their stuff online first, so they pay up front, and that's when we have our cash flow to keep the business running. So despite a lot of our stocks are currently stuck in China or on their way to Malaysia, but we managed to keep our cash flow balance quite healthy. I know there are many businesses out there currently running either on break even or at negative. So it is very fortunate to have a positive cash balance. So we have enough cash to boost up on our marketing efforts and also to do some customer service strategies lah.
I see. Wow. So what I learned here is to have enough cash. Okay,
Yeah.
then beside operation, then I think what makes you and a lot of business out there that keep their business running, not only the operation side, but I think mindset also very important here. So what about your mindset at the point of time? What did you think differently to ensure that your business keep running?
I have two things to point out. First is, of course, be patient. Like I mentioned, a lot of my stocks comes from China, and these days air shipment is quite very, very slow. It's equivalent to sea shipment. So I have to adopt the patient mindset to be very patient. And secondly is, of course, to be giving. So because these days everyone is spending time in their house, and then there's so much time, and we try not to go into the negative part, keep thinking there's a lot of death, a lot of people infected. So we try to encourage them to make good use of their time by giving out free classes on Instagram Live. So a lot of our followers and customers can actually get onto Instagram to have a free class and to adopt a very giving mindset. We give out a lot of encouragements to our customers, and I think right now this is what we need, a lot of care and warmth because we are all in this together.
Yeah, I totally agree that especially the last sentence that all of us are in this, no matter you like it or don't like it, we are all in this together. Truly
Yes.
agree that. All right, then I also have a last question for you. What is the one word which you give to our audience here today to inspire them in this conversation?
One word would be to be grateful because I think we oftentimes, when during our normal days, we tend to foresee and see past all the little things in life. And it was during this time that we have more time to reflect both on ourselves and our close surrounding. So for every one of you who is watching the show right now, I believe all of you are super grateful because you have internet connection, you have access to social media. Then you can also listen to this live that we are giving sharings so openly to all of you. So truly be grateful for all of this. And when you notice you have more than what you thought you have, that's when you can go through these uncertain times even stronger.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing, Heidi. What I learned from Heidi is that in a business, it's very important that we have enough cash, and she's very humble. Heidi is very humble. Always say that she's very grateful and blessed. So I believe the more utter words that we utter in positive way, I think the law of attraction will come. Okay, I truly believe in that. And not only that, I also learned about encouragement. Actually, the word of because now in this convict environment is very negative. So your word of encouragement to the people around us is very crucial to
Hmm.
change the situation around. To focus not on the negative but also the positive part. And
Yeah.
lastly, also, yeah, Heidi, about gratefulness. Always be grateful and always have the giving heart. So if you focus on giving, right, there's no expectation, no. So wherever
Hmm.
it's returned is always a blessing.
Yep.
Wow.
You're
Exactly. Wow. Thank you so much, Heidi, for the insightful sharing. And Heidi, do you know what? I think you are
yes.
not just a model, but you are a role model for us to learn.
Thank you so much. I believe all of the ladies here are role models. So looking forward to hear the sharing from the two other ladies.
All right. Okay. I will grant your wish come true. So let's let's have our second guest then. Okay. Our second guest, Ivy Ngan. So yeah. So Abby, let's share your let's us have her journey to share with us. So what I know about Ivy is that she's a very strong and capable businesswoman who know very well in what she's doing. And coming from a pharmaceutical background, she's performing exceptionally well in by venturing into her own medicine wholesales and distributorship. Wow, my goodness! And to all the clinic, hospital, and even pharmacy. I'm so proud of you, Ivy.
Thank you for compliments.
Yeah, so
Hi
everyone
everyone.
say hi to Ivy. Hi, Ivy.
Hi, good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening. Yeah,
Really glad
all
to
right.
be here. Thank you,
Yeah,
Ivan, for hosting this.
no problem. Okay, I hope you have a great dinner as well. So, all right, let's get started.
Yes.
The same question I asked Heidi just now, so I'll ask Ivy as well. So, from the scale 1 to 10, and 1 is the least and 10 is the most, how will you rate the impact of COVID-19 in your business?
For me, because I'm more on essential products, and pharmaceutical industry is quite peak during these critical moments, these pandemic moments. So it doesn't affect it much on me. I would say the scale would be like eight. Eight
Mm-hmm.
because essential product is like very high demands, but for certain like other brand product will be a little bit slow from the
Mm.
retail retailer, yeah, the pharmacy retailer.
I see. So yeah, in fact now essential. I think a lot of us not only essential but also impacted in a lot of way. So I would say, Ivy, you really handled this very well. So may I know what makes you so different that in the way you handling your business to ensure that your business still operating as usual?
I think the first thing is we know this pandemic is coming around like Chinese during Chinese New Year. So during this Chinese New Year, I really foresee that it will get very like very bad impact.
Mm.
So I actually prepare some like plan B. So because my business is more to B to B, so actually I switched a little bit to B to C, which is to direct end user. So through the online platform, through the on my Instagram, and also helping some people who look for the essential products like mask, sanitizer, and also like thermometer and glove. So basically, because I starting to like very busy day and like Chinese New Year until now, even now today. So uh, for the mindset, I think the first thing you have to take come first. I think a lot of people will think like, yeah, the first 2 weeks of MCO, they were like starting to have like maybe holiday mood because like no need to work and they some of them are get the full salary paid during the March months, but you will slowly worry like the MCO is still continuing. So the mindset is very important to be stay positive, stay safe, and also think out of the box of what you can do next. Instead of like you staying this kind of situation, just sit at home by like browsing the Facebook and
Mhm.
yeah, can think like what I think is like more to B2C. So I starting to touch more to B2C.
I see. So I think what Ivy mentioned here is you have to foresee it and change your plan accordingly, right? All right. Then since we know about what you do differently, so can you share with us what is your mindset at the point of time? What did you think differently that to ensure your business like just going as usual?
Uh, I think my mindset for the immediate challenges, yeah, you must have to the I mean way to sit down to have the plan B lah. This is what I feel, what I mean to have plan B and stay strong to be positive and think out of the box.
I see. So yeah, I think mindset is truly important. Not only what we do, but also what we think. Because whatever we think will actually affect our action next. So we really have to be aware of what we are thinking at the moment. Because yeah, like for example, I just give an analogy. So all of us will be having the same thing, all of us seeing the same thing. But let's say if we focus on, let's say, a red apple. So when everyone will look at red apple, so some will say, oh, this apple is red color, or this apple is sweet. So this apple, oh, is not too fresh. So there are always two sides of doing things. So our mindset is very important. Like what Heidi said just now, we have to be focus on the positive. Even though the environment we couldn't change, but what we can control is our mindset and the way we do things. Totally agree with that. Okay, then lastly, Ivy, could you share one word to inspire our audience here today?
Uh, one word, I would say, for me, I always have plan B for every of the plan, which is the exit plan. So, like, if your industry cannot work right, you should have a plan B. You always have a preparations. You have like certain outcomes. I mean, like outbreak like this, the back impact to every industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like Heidi said, we see, like be grateful that we have social media. We can go through a lot of social media where we actually find like extra more income to expose, expose more on ourselves and like what we do now, branding and also personal.
Plan B.
Yeah, I think exit plan is very important
I see.
for,
Exit plan.
for any
All
kind
right.
of circumstances. Then we always must have exit plan. If
Mm.
some act cannot work, then either we exit to continue to make the losses, to accept the
Mm.
losses, or we just stop. Then we go for another next one.
I see. Oh, okay. So what I learned from Ivy today is very important for us to have plan A, B, not only that, but C, D as well. So it's like when plan A don't work, what can you do for plan B, plan C, and plan D? And also what I learned from Ivy is that she already foresee this thing coming even during Chinese New Year, even before because our lockdown is in March, but
Much.
she's already seeing this coming in February. So she don't wait for things to happen, but she take control of what she will do. Let's say if scenario A doesn't work, what is my plan B? Let's say if scenario B don't work, what is my plan C? And not only she is focusing on just retailer product, but she venture into different product line as well. Yeah, you mentioned about sanitizer and so on. So I think it's always when you see the storm is coming, you don't wait the storm to come and you do something about it. You always get prepared with an umbrella with yourself. What if the umbrella got hole, then you get a raincoat. So always not only to have one backup plan, but having a few backup plans. Well, I really learned a lot. Thank you so much, Ivy. So yeah, even though it's in the essential, but then we always have to have plan B because we wouldn't know what will happen next. And right? Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Ivy. Then next guest, thank you, Ivy. So next, I can see the pretty lady there is waiting eagerly to share with us. So today, next guest we will have Miko.
Hello, hi everyone.
Hi,
How are you doing?
hi, Miko. So yeah, Miko is actually from the beauty industry. And correct me if I'm wrong. You must be a very creative person, Miko.
So what I'll do is basically, as most of my friends know, I'm operating a beauty platform. So we actually empower a group of beauty professionals who are certified and professional. They have the skill sets, but they do not operate a salon. So we actually provide, through our platform, we actually provide job opportunities for these beauty professionals. And on the other hand, we add value to our customers by helping our customers find a pro that meets their style. So customers come to us, they will tell us, they will book beauty services online, and they will tell us what event they're attending and what style they're looking at. And from there, we actually curate and match them with an assigned artist. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, that looks interesting. So, I think Miko, you seems to found a very unique proposition in the beauty industry, trying to innovate beauty with technology. Wow, that is such a brilliant idea. That's why I say, correct me if I'm wrong, that you are actually a very creative person.
Yeah, actually, it actually comes out from this passion of mine that I wanted to actually help more women to feel confident about themselves, to feel good about themselves, and at the same time, we also empower more single ladies, whether they're married, they're not married, and they actually get more job opportunities. So technology-wise, we're still at the very beginning stage, but of course, we have big vision. We want to be able to make it seamless for our customers so that they can then kind of like enjoy a personalized experience throughout the whole pre-booking, during service, and also post-booking. So this is what we want to do. So we understand that beauty, when it comes to beauty, there's no one size fits all. It's not as straightforward as just driving a taxi, right? So when we match and curate our artists, we ensure that we actually match someone that has the skill sets that what our customers is looking for. So we wanted to be able to digitize that, of course. I'm not saying that we are full scale now, but we are there and we are improving our journey day by day. Yeah.
I see. Well, thank you for the wonderful introduction, Miko. So let's everyone say hi to Miko. Okay, now it's my turn to ask some questions to Miko. So Miko, from scale 1, and 1 is the least and the same thing, 10 is the most, how would you rate this impact of COVID-19 in your business?
That's a good question. For me, I would say is at a 7 because our business is very service oriented. So the 7 actually will encompass our booking, our home service, and also our events, which has taken a large chunk of our revenue. But of course, what's still going on for us right now is our future bookings. So basically, we are still receiving future bookings for home service and also for weddings. So surprisingly, like many people said that, wedding because it's on hold and a lot of people postpone, I believe maybe they cut down on finding large, big size tickets item, but makeup to them is still something that they would need. And I mean, the bride would still need. So they are still booking us for weddings that will take place in December onwards. Yeah.
Oh, okay, wow.
The
Yo,
two more that we are still running right now is our home kits that we're still delivering to customers that would like to have self-care items at home, so they can DIY and do their own self-care at home, and of course our virtual makeup classes is still ongoing.
Wow, so that's how you actually innovate from beauty and with technology, having some online classes for makeup class. Wow, okay, interesting. So, may I know what you do differently in your business to make sure, yeah, like what you say just now, Miko, beauty line, I mean, especially for makeup service, is always face to face, you know. So during this lockdown, how did you ensure that your business still continue operating as usual with the help with the technology?
So basically the three things that I mentioned just now, the basically delivering home kits, delivering the online one-on-one live streaming makeup classes, and also our future bookings. So all this actually also powered by our online site right now. And I see actually there's many smaller merchants or individual sellers that right now, I think they probably have not set up their online previously, and they probably have some products on hand that they do not know how to sell. And there actually how we actually help them is that basically to put them into our store, and we bundle them up, and we integrate all those products that can make up a good DIY box, and then we sell to our customers who need them.
Oh wow, DIY makeup. Oh, something that I never thought of.
We do DIY. Right now, we have our nails kit ready. So we are now also going to launch our lash kit, and then we are also makeup wise, not really, but more on the nails and lash, because I think most of our customers right now they don't have they had like these issues with these two things where it's not done yet or it's halfway hanging there. So that's how we're trying to help them.
I see. Looks like I'm gonna get my very first eyelashes from Miko. Oh, okay. Okay, so Miko, yeah, I understand you really did plan very well during this lockdown. May I know what is the mindset you have the time when lockdown happened? What kind of mindset you have, and how come you can just kickstart your business even during lockdown and do it with so many strategy and it works? Yeah, what's your mindset you have that time?
Actually, my side here has already hang. Can you still see me and hear me?
Yeah, I still can hear. What about other girls? Can you still see Miko? Yeah, can.
Okay, I will go on.
Yeah.
So the mindset wise, I would say at this time is basically three things. First thing is to stay calm. Secondly is to keep learning, and the third is to be creative. So like what you mentioned just now, Yvonne, it's crucial right now for us to stay calm and know that this is unprecedented, and it's not something that everyone has experienced before. So we are definitely all in this together. You're not alone.
Yes.
And we want to keep learning what's the latest things and what are the things that works, what are the things that don't work, and then we find creative solutions out of it. So basically these are the mindset. Yeah.
Okay, wow. Okay, such a insightful words of the day. So last, I would like to ask, what what makes you, what is the one word that you really want to share to all the audience here? Besides, just being creative, just stay calm, and what else?
I think it will be adapt. So right now, I think maybe there may be things that you are not able to do the same way like before, and you might have to change the way you do things. So I think adapt to the situation, and do something out of your comfort zone, of course. But most importantly, if it's a hard truth that you need to face, then face it calmly and adapt, and then come out of it and emerge as emerge stronger, basically.
Okay, thank you, Miko. So what I learned from Miko here today is about how can you prepare your mindset for this thing to come. And I really like her word about what about stay calm and be creative. Yeah. So I noticed that every ladies here they have something in common. They already foresee this coming, and I believe for Miko to come up with so many strategy at one go to kickstart with all the lashes kits, with all the nail polish kits, I don't think this thing has done. I mean, done in a day. I believe there are a lot of pre-planning already done before this lockdown happened. That's why when this lockdown happened, you can just kickstart your makeup service just like that. So I noticed the common similarity that three girls have is they already foresee the storm is coming, but they don't sit down there, but they plan A, plan B, plan C. What are the few plans? If let's say scenario don't go according to this plan, I have another backup plan to do it. And then they take their action very quickly. They don't wait for time. That's why even in difficulties, they have no issue to keep up their business and still operating as usual. Am I right, ladies?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wow. Really, thank you for all the insightful sharing. I believe everyone here will learn a lot and pick up some points that you guys here are doing differently with the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep.
So now you have heard from us. I think all of us also would like to hear your side. So the tables are turning back to you, Yvonne. So we know all of us, I believe even your friends know that you are very, very active in your insurance business and you have been doing extremely and incredibly well. I believe right now you are leading a team as well. And you just recently formed a very nice group. It's called
Yes.
Beyond Wealth.
Yep.
Yeah. You want to talk a little bit about it? Just a quick.
Okay. I think this. All right. Thank you so much for now turn the table around. All right. Okay. Yeah. In fact, I'm in the financial advisory industry. So, Beyond Wealth Advisory is a new name created by my team, my agency. Okay. Then, if you ask me what I'm happy that in for my business, especially because we are so used to face, interact with our client. No matter what meetings, right, it's always a face to face meeting. So I'm glad that actually during this lockdown, our company is very well prepared. And even the MCO is just first announced, right? The operation for us as an advisor is very smooth, and so
Hmm.
that we can continue to serve our client. Yeah.
I think you share a similarity with all three of us as well. So you actually pre-plan and you see ahead, and that's why when the COVID happened, a lot of your operations
Mm.
wasn't affected a lot. So I have one question, which is the same question that you asked us. From a scale of one, which is the least, to 10, which is the most, how much has COVID-19 impacted your business?
For me, eventually, I feel that at the beginning, it does hit me by a bit. So I will say it's about 7 to 8. So I was quite lost that I don't know what to do. But I think along the time goes, right, because our company actually came out with all the operation ready for us to continue to serve our client. So I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, so like you said just now, I mentioned about face to face, like what Miko service as well, because we are so used to face to face. So it does impact us in certain extent, but then I feel that we are adapting it. So now I'm doing it differently with online meeting. So and I'm very surprised that my clients are adapting well to online meeting, even from different age group. So everyone start to be very IT savvy after this lockdown, I guess. So now I
Um,
want, yeah. So actually, I want to get them financially be more fit, and I will usually have some short discussion with my clients via online. So now we are
mm,
adapting using online to have face to face, not physical, but a virtual face to face meeting.
So on a scale
Yeah.
of 1 to 10, your rating would be.
Oh yeah, my rating the beginning would be about 7 to 8, but now I think it's about 3. I'm quite kind of used to it now.
Okay. So I think what you want shared is, when something unexpected happened, initially, of course, we will all be in shock. We don't know how to respond. But then as time goes, you will start to know that, oh, perhaps this will be the new norm. And that's when you're used to your industry, having a face-to-face meeting is the key. But right now, the new norm would be we all have to adapt. So like what Yvonne shared, she mentioned a lot of this word adapt. So she and her agents adapt and the customers as well, everyone adapts. And that's how we can move on better instead of everyone just stands still in shock. So hopefully the impact can go all the way down to 1 and 0.
Well, I hope it'll be the same for all the girls here, all the ladies. Yeah. All right. So,
Ivy, do you
Yeah.
want to share us anything?
So I have some question for you, Yvonne.
all right.
Yeah, then like as like you gave us a chance. So how do you manage your business? Because I'm quite curious on your financial and your industry. So how you manage your business without the COVID? Like mindset
Uh,
and
okay. I couldn't really hear Ivy, but I guess it's about it's about what do I think, is it?
yeah, yes. How I mean, I'm quite curious on your industry about like how you manage your business throughout the clients and the
I
new
see.
case during this COVID-19.
All right.
And
Okay.
your operation. You can hear me now?
Yeah, can.
Oh,
Not a problem. Yeah, I can hear better. Yeah, like just now what I mentioned, at first I'm quite worried too because we are so used to face. So, but I'm glad that my client they're adapting to online meeting very well. So some of them they may ask me, "Oh, what is this virtual? How is it going to do that?" So they are not reluctant to try on a virtual online meeting. Yeah. So and then I realized that in fact during this MCO, it's not really a lockdown to me. I think it's more in it's a transformation, the butterfly in the cocoon, caterpillar in the cocoon. Then after the cocoon, then you become butterfly. So I think it's all, yeah, the transformation period. Because this MCO, it actually gives me some me time to know like who am I and where am I standing now. And now after all the adaptation, like what Heidi has said, so now I'm ready to go all out to see how much I can impact more people with financial fitness and also the risk of management of their health. So yeah, I think it is a very good me time for us to transform, to really truly understand who are we.
that's very good. So your operation will be like during like Zoom meetings and video meeting with your client.
Yeah, exactly. So I realize all of us has forgotten how we usually do face to face. So in
Mm.
fact, I realized even during MCO, it is very important for us to list down the schedule, like what we do in our routine without the MCO. So we really have to list out from this time to this time what are we supposed to do, and this time to this time what are we supposed to do. Because when we are given a lot of free time, we will tend to take advantage of it. So we have to discipline ourselves by all the schedule. And I just share with some of my colleagues this morning that habits is actually formed in 21 days. And our NCO is really more than 21 days. So it is very crucial we have to stick on what we need to do to make sure that our habit will continue. And it's actually a best time for us to form a habit that we don't have time to create in the last 21 days because we are so busy. But during this lockdown, it's a very best time for us to create the habit that we want in this 21 day.
Okay. I quite like your the way you work because I also schedule down which hour I'm doing what every day.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing. So I'll pass to Miko. Miko, have
So
any question to Yvonne?
Wow. So everyone have one question. Okay.
Yes.
one thing I wanted to comment right about Yvonne is, I mean, Yvonne is in the insurance industry, and this industry is, of course, is the, I would say, is evergreen, and it's also the most challenging one. Evergreen in the sense that with or without COVID, people still need insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of challenging wise, of course, we have so many insurance agents out there. But Yvonne has been one that I feel has come out of it and do a lot of things very differently. So that's one thing that I like about you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I wanted to ask you, what is if there's one word that you would like to motivate all of the ladies, everyone on the show, what will be the one word?
Okay, so I think my one word here is a bit different. So what just now I mentioned about transformation. So the one word I would like to give the audience and all the ladies here, it will be the word amplification. So amplification is actually from the word amplify, like magnify. Because in this MCO, we really understand who we truly are and what we really want in our life. Because I believe after this lockdown, a lot of people start to think what they really want and who they really are. What is your identity? So this is the best time you amplify what is your identity, then to impact more people outside. So that's why I try to do a lot of different things to challenge the status quo, to see, because you never try, never know. So now is the best time for us to try something new, to pick up some new skill. I believe all the girls here, you did pick up some new skill, especially cooking, right? I see
Yeah.
after this, after the lockdown, everyone become master chef.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, if you ask me, the one word I would say is amplification. Amplify who you truly are, make yourself even shine brighter, and to impact more lives outside.
Yeah, I think that's very true. And that word is really powerful. During this time, I think it's best to, help one another, support one another, and also build a community where, we can then just ask what are help that needed. It's not always just about making money. And to me, is also at this time is a good time. I think what you do is really good because you actually take this time to do things that will touch people's heart. So I really applaud you for that.
Thank you for asking me as well. Thank you, girl. So yeah, so I will just turn the table around again, back to me as a host. So all right. Oh, okay. So now I think we already share what we could. So I believe there are a lot of comments coming in from our audience in Facebook, right? So let us see. We shall open for Q&A session for 10 minutes for our audience, especially for our four inspiring ladies here. And I tell you guys, you better treasure this opportunity because it is super hard and very hard to get them to share. So it is very honored that I can invite them to feature them here live, answering your questions live. Oh my goodness. So yes, I have let's see, any question from the floor that you like to cater to each of the guests here? So let's see. Okay. I saw everyone is wow, a lot of comments rolling. Okay. Any question from the floor? Wow, there are even people from international, from Bangladesh, are watching this.
I saw. Hello, Bangladesh. Shahid Raju.
Yeah, any question from the floor? Oh, I even saw there's Japanese. Wow, there even Japanese here. It is really going international.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
but while we are waiting for the question to come in, maybe we can get because just now I heard Miko explaining about her business more. Maybe we can get Heidi and Ivy to explain more on their business. What do they do? So maybe you can start from Heidi first. What did you
Okay.
do in your
Actually, so my brand is called Live Lola. It is a brand founded in 2016 with my sister. So we started off as it's entirely online. It's a website e-commerce brand. So we started off by selling handbags, fashion handbags, because I used to be a model. So I'm interested in fashion, everything nice that looks nice when you wear it. So, but however, mid last year, we actually pivot towards activewear and wellness. So we're currently selling activewear and also wellness products. So I think it relates back to like what Ivy mentioned earlier, and also Yvonne, like you must always have a plan A, B, C, D, E. So plan A was selling fashion bag, and then
Mhm.
when we felt that it wasn't working well for us. It needed some change, but we wanted to retain the brand because we felt that it is our child that we spend so much effort in. So that's when we had, plan B, plan C, and then like what Iwan mentioned, we took action and we just make things happen. So regardless whether, how hard it is, if you're passionate enough, then you will make ways lah, to make it happen. So yeah,
I
so that's Lola. Mhm.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much. Wow. You see, the way Heidi, you can see her passion when she talk about her yoga fitness. You can see full of passion and burning desire. So, so I said I'm really inspired by your journey. So next we can have Ivy to explain a little bit more about what you're doing.
Okay. So now can hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, because just now maybe I didn't wear the headphone. Okay,
Okay.
so basically, actually I graduated not related with the pharma industry, but I'm in the business. But so happened I get into a pharma company, my first pharma company 10 years ago, which is a wholesale drugs company and also some essential OTC product, which is the over-the-counter products. So I managed to get into this company. Then we started to get in training, some study, and a lot of exam because due to what we're selling. The product is like drugs, and we are dealing with doctor, pharmacies, and more professional customer. So I found actually I have a lot of patience on like drug industry to learn like how the disease it happen on like humans and how it cure them, the treatments. So I found actually I quite interested in this industry. So I starting to like study more and more and put all my patience. And I learned a lot of selling skill from my first company, second company, because it's in drugs industry we have generic and also original multinational company. So different company the operation is different. So I learned a lot through MNC company also throughout the selling skill. They give us a lot of professional selling skill, a lot of exam, a lot of audit on how you present to doctor, how you explain the clinical study. So after that, I step out of the comfort zone because what we do is that we talk to doctor on the products and make sure they use our products in the hospital. So and also of course listing in the product is not easy. We need to get doctor to agree and sign and make sure our drugs and product is how to say the benefit is more than what they are using the current brand now. So I decided to step up from the comfort zone at 2016, I think. I give myself a break. So I went for travel and this and that. Then I joined in one of the distributor company, a very small company. I have to do A to Z, but at first I feel to give up at the first 3 months. But after that, I slowly realized that why not? I try to start my own. So I stay in the company to learn like from how they import the products, how they get the license, how they actually distribute out, and listing in, and the warehouse operation, everything A to Z. Yeah, so current now, more to B2B business, to retail pharmacy, to supply, but I also learning to B2C from e-online platform for the over-the-counter product, not drugs. Of course, drugs cannot like order online. You still need prescription. So this is what I think. There's a lot of space for myself to explore because I think you all are 90s here.
Oh, over 90s.
Yeah. I'm not really used to have like live show. I do a lot of posting, but live show is my first time for yeah doing this. Yeah, it's quite new to me. I'm still learning from you guys, from you girls.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's,
It's
that's why I say,
interesting. Have to do more next time.
Step out of
yeah.
your comfort zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get out of the comfort zones and yeah, and I love challenges. Yeah. So
Wow.
basically that's my story lah. So so I
Wow.
passed to Miko.
Miko, anything else you want to add on from your side?
I think we have
uh,
questions on the floor already.
Yeah, very
Oh
interesting
yeah, I
question.
think
Yeah.
I think there are more questions. So let's start from Jaden for all
Yeah.
the girls here. Okay, from Jaden Chan. So do you think the market will bounce back, ladies? Yeah.
I definitely think it will.
Okay.
I
It
think that
will. Yeah.
everything is it's a cycle. So despite this is a once in a century occurrence, it's a pandemic, meaning that the cycle actually dipped very way low. But then again, when it dips low, it will come back up. So definitely market will bounce back. Now the only issue is the matter of time. How long does it take? So hopefully with everyone's effort actually, because right now they say we actually the humans are the one that can help this whole thing get better. So in terms of how fast it will take, hopefully we can help you. What about you girls?
Yeah. In fact, I kind of agree what Heidi said because market eventually will bounce back. It depends like how fast. But we couldn't wait the market bounce back to do something about it. We have to start doing something now
yeah,
to even
prepare.
foresee like what Ivy and Miko did. You already foresee and do planning for the few months to come, not not even now. I mean, not whatever you do now is actually the pre-plan you done for the past few months.
Yeah, and also do some rebrand and returns preparations, like how you're going to return back your business back to the scale quickly, all the detailed plan. I think it's very important because the market will be slow after this COVID-19. This is what we foresee because in this industry, I know the vaccine, it will be only come out like maybe October or November. This is still the early stage. We still don't know. We just do the backup plan.
Well, glad that we have someone from the medical background to explain about medical terms to us. Okay, so we can speculate. All right. Okay. So let's.
So for me, I also think that it will bounce back. It's just that it will be definitely slower, not until Q4 where we will see, better results. And of course, bounce back wise, behavior will change. I think all of us know this. The way people consume product and services will be different. So this is definitely one thing that we all need to prepare ourselves with.
I see.
Like during this period, people's consuming behavior changes where they will start to support local brands, and that's very good. Personally, I think.
Yeah, I think it pushed people, to understand that, like a lot of SMEs, right now, and I think a lot of people have coming up with a lot of encouragement to actually support local business. So this has also come out, a lot of local F&Bs, local batiks, all the unique products, and people have been supporting because it's best to support by our fellow Malaysians, right, rather than buying overseas right now.
Yes.
And we get goods immediately right now delivered.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next question. So I have one from Simon Yem. So sorry to block you girls, but let's see what question is it. Okay. From Simon Yem, I would like to hear your thoughts on between spending money versus cost cutting in this difficult time, and how do you outweigh this importance? Anyone?
I think right now is definitely a time to cut costs.
Cut costs, yes.
It's definitely a time to be prudent in what you spend. I mean, although there is a saying that now is the best time for you to do more advertisement, outshine yourself, tell people what's your brand, but you need to be able to measure what you do. So even if the amount of money that you put in advertisement, for example, it has to be able to bring back the sales results, and you need to be able to forecast that in order that you are not overspending. So the last thing you want now is to be running out of cash. So I would think that preserve is the best time right now, and cut costs. Try not to spend on things that is not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same talk as Miko. Yeah.
Let's see. So everyone agree with this?
Yes, definitely.
I think this time is a very important lesson for us to know that saving is always number one. Like saving helps a lot.
Exactly. In fact, I heard from Heidi sharing just now. Pardon?
We need wealth advisory.
Yes, we need wealth advisory here.
All right, wealth in this time, huh?
Yeah, for us, actually realize that savings is very important. In fact, I think a lot of people has been suddenly they thought of savings money and the importance of having cash flow. So what I learned from Heidi just now in her sharing, she said that thank God that she really have reserve cash flows for her to keep going, let her business keep going. So I think this time you really have to have reserve because like even our oil price actually went crash. Like and negative. I mean things just overnight, I mean, it never happened before in the history. So I think now a lot of people are in a very defensive mode to keep more reserve, and people are always saying cash is king now. So yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you, ladies, for all your insights. So let me see. Okay, someone called Adrian Lee here. Question not for the moderator, but for you girls. Okay. So okay, let me see. other three entrepreneurs here, what makes you venture, or rather your stepping stone into launching yourself to be entrepreneur, and how can we encourage others to take this bold step? Wow, this is a very interesting question.
I think for me, it goes back to what Yvonne mentioned in her one word, which is to amplify. So, you know, if you want to further challenge yourself, entrepreneurship is actually a very great journey for you to challenge yourself. It's full of challenges. You may feel lonely sometimes because certain things not many people can understand except the one going through it. It's great if you have business partner, but I believe like Miko and Ivy, they're actually venturing out on their businesses by themselves. So I think it's so brave and courageous. Um, Ultimately, it's stepping out of your comfort zone. And if you are someone who strongly believes in passion, meaning you work best when you are doing something you're passionate about. For example, like Miko, she's so passionate about creativity and beauty, and then you will thrive. So that will be suitable for you, entrepreneurship. But that doesn't mean that it's suitable for everyone.
Mm.
Entrepreneurship, people tend to glorify it like, it's the fastest
Yeah.
way to earn a lot of money, to gain recognition, but it's definitely not for everyone. So you have to understand your true self before you venture out, whether to entrepreneurship or to actually just be a normal employee, which is perfectly fine as well.
Yeah, actually, I like what Heidi has mentioned in her mindset. In fact, Heidi was from the banking industry, then towards international model, and now she's setting her passion in the yoga. And what she says is it's very true because there are a lot of good things talking about being your own boss or being your own entrepreneur, but you must also be prepared about what is the challenge that you're about to face. Are you ready to take on the challenge as well? So I think this question is also very suitable for Ivy because I know Ivy, she's from a pharmaceutical background. Usually from the pharmaceutical company, I would say it's very good benefit given. But she take
Mm-hmm.
the very bold step to actually venturing out, starting her own wholesales and also own distributorship. So yeah, maybe Ivy, you can explain more from that.
Okay. Because I'm a person who like challenges. So what I agree Heidi said is you have to know you're passionate. So and I can foresee what I want in my future. So of course be an employee when you step up to the comfort zone, and to be an entrepreneur is actually not that easy. When you are employee stage, you will think that entrepreneur, they earn a lot of money, they know a lot of people, then it's like so easy. But when you really step on it, it's really tough. A to Z, you have to learn a lot of things. Even like some problems, you have to know how to handle it. So for me, I think um how to say, for me, I think if you are passionate to be an entrepreneur, you must know what is your capability, and also your adaptable to accept all the challenges. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. If not, it's fine to be an employee to actually. Yeah, some people are very perfect and excellent, and I mean at their work.
Yeah, exactly. Especially a lot of professionals. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Stress free, just sit down and get salary. Why not?
yeah, and agree with that because I think a lot of us we are there to do something really passionate about, and we really it's like okay, I'm there to take on all the challenges. I'm ready just for my passion, for my. Then you have to keep your passion because I actually received a question from my one of my friends, and he asked me, "Wow, you are 8 years doing the same thing. How did you keep your fire ongoing?" So I think it's not just passion, but the satisfaction after that. What is the satisfaction that you get from your clients and the supplier and even the people that you serve? It's the satisfaction of whatever the outcome from your passion. I think that is the one that really keeps us ongoing and move on, even though there are challenges. But when we recall those who appreciate our effort, and we find it's actually impacting the community and more lives outside. So all the it's definitely an obstacle, even though you're employees or even entrepreneur. obstacle will keep coming. Even though you settle one, there will be next one upcoming. There won't be forever smooth journey. But it's the what is keep us ongoing to take on this challenge and move on. Like this convict, you see this convict, all you girls are, you are not being pulled down by it, but it's like, okay, come on, we're gonna prepare this to take it on, this convict. So yeah, I think it's the passion, not only the passion, but what drives us to move on this challenge together. I think that is really what makes us really move on, not just on passion only, but a lot of things. That's why all your appreciation, gratefulness, like what Heidi said, gratefulness is very important. That is really keep us ongoing, Yeah. So what about Miko? Do you have something to add on?
Yeah, replying to Adrian's question, right? So to me, how I venture out is, so I tried working for people, and my last job, I'm not gonna lie, I was retrenched, because I think our headquarters, they are facing some, issues with management, and so then actually got me thought of, if I'm gonna put 100% into what I do, why not I actually do something for myself? So when you're working for people, you're actually fulfilling their dream, not your dream. So this is the time that you actually come out to test yourself and to see how far you can push yourself. And I think based on what Jack Ma says, right, if you're at 30s, it's time for you to venture out. so that's what I did, and I actually honestly don't know what is my future lies, ahead, and what is going to happen tomorrow. But of course, and every single journey, I think is worth it. The learning that I think all ladies been through here is something that you will never learn if you were to work for people. So I think, but it's something. It's a very important thing for you to know that if you are, if you prefer to work for others, there's totally no harm on that, right? But if you want to be entrepreneur, is like what Heidi says, it's not always so glory about it. Nothing so, a lot of things that people put out on the outside world is always about good news, right? But all the other behind the scenes where we only know ourselves, and those are the really hard sweat and tears that you have to go through being an entrepreneur. But the learning journey is something that, no matter what happens tomorrow, is something that you know that you will not regret it, and you will take whatever you learn today and apply it to tomorrow.
Oh, thank you so much. So I think all of us here we have something similar, that it is really what makes you come out from a comfort zone and really take it on all the challenge, and you're ready for it, and just move on. There's no right or wrong between being an employee or even a boss, but what is the upcoming challenge? Are you ready or not? And is this the route that you are about to take? And no regrets once you've taken that route. It's like burning the bridge. That yeah. And in fact, today we have our Prudential CEO, Mr. Gunn, is here today. Wow. Hi, Gunn.
Hello.
Prudential CEO is here with
Yeah.
us. Facebook Live.
So
Hi.
here.
So on.
Sure.
You see all the powerful entrepreneur ladies, how they strive through this challenge. Okay. All right. We move on to next question. I think Melvin Chan has very interesting question. Possibility, great opportunity to work together between all of you. Your thoughts, ladies. What do you girls think?
Melvin, but what does Melvin do?
Yeah. Introduce yourself.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
for
I think
me, I'm
yeah.
always open to working with people because ultimately I believe, especially now, is even more evident that we are all working close with each other. How to say, like we help each other. There's no like working in silo or like, I'm the competition and you're against me. No, I think it's a win-win kind of, in my opinion, that's what I feel.
Oh, I see. I think what Melvin meant is like between four of us.
Oh,
it will be an opportunity. Did you think?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
no, work with him.
No, I think we work together to make this Facebook Live
Definitely.
interesting.
I think we need to combine wealth, activewear, beauty, and pharmacies. Pharmaceutical
Yeah,
products.
exactly.
That would be,
Fitness
that would
and
be
well-being. Okay. All right. So, and then what is okay from Sabrina? Okay, we have the question from the lady for the ladies. Okay. So Sabrina then mentioned, what is the one advice that the beautiful ladies will give for all entrepreneur like you, or even also for the employees?
For me, I think participation is very important. Can you?
Yeah, can totally.
And yeah, participation and also persistent, because even entrepreneur is not just a boss to sit there. We have to very into like marketing plans, selling skill, and also question handling services, after sales services. Yeah, I think all of this is very important to like for the entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm. I see. Yeah. So I think just now we already mentioned that it's no right or wrong being an employee or entrepreneur, but it's more on, is that really the road that you want to take? I mean, employee will have their challenges as well. Then as boss also have their challenges. So sometimes, because I have a variety of different background of clients. So sometimes I will hear a boss say it is so good to have to being the employee, I don't have to worry about next month don't have income, don't have salary. Then sometimes I heard from employees saying that, oh, you see, being boss so good, you can buy big car, nice house, and so on. So I think we we always look at, wow, the grass in the another fence is always greener, I would say. So I believe in everything that we do, that is a similar tough challenge and situation. So it depends how you really, what kind of situation you want to put yourself in, and make sure there's no regret, and that is really you truly want to go about. Yeah, that is what I feel. So yep.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
even whether you are employee or entrepreneur, one thing is never settle for less, right? So if one day you're sitting there and you think that you feel like you're so bored of all the things that you're doing, so maybe there's one thing that is hinting you could probably do more. So coming back, all of us has mentioned, come out of your comfort zone. If one day you are very comfortable, then tomorrow do things that make you uncomfortable. Then I always trust that, because if I feel like this MCO time, right, like towards the long session of time where you feel like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, am I still sane, but when people invited, okay, come on live, and do something and share about this, I feel is nice, although there's many live streaming out there right now, but it's a good time to actually try something new and really do something that makes your heart beat faster, right? So
I assuming your heart is beating very fast now.
yes,
And
feel,
my
feel,
we have medical sales rep here, Ivy.
yes.
All right. Okay. I believe that all of us, being an entrepreneur, has something is similar, that we like to take on challenge. We don't like to being status quo. Even though we don't know how scary the challenge may be, but we are ready to take it on. And when we face it, we won't focus on the challenge being stopping us, but moving forward, what are the things that we can do to actually overcome this challenge? So because I realized four of us here mentioned about challenge. So I think being an entrepreneur yourself, you must really looking forward for challenge, I would say. And then fight. I mean, challenges is always there, like I always say. So you always have to try different ideas, because never try, you never know. Yeah,
And I'd
never.
like to add on, for me, I think the advice I learned from Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, he always point out like points what made him to become so successful. The first is hard work. So entrepreneur or not, being an employee as well, hard work. You have to work very extra hard. As you can see, Yvonne, she has a very tight schedule. I believe I haven't seen Ivy's schedule or even Miko's, but then I believe your schedules can be very tight on just a normal working day. So you can start your day as early or earlier than people, and then end your day even later than the rest of the world. And second one is decision making. So making the right decision will determine your success. And I think every single decision or every single thing in our journey of career requires a form of decision making. And if you learn how to make better decisions, and that will help you.
Mm. Yeah, in our daily life, we are making a lot of decisions, like what to eat for lunch or dinner. We are still making decisions. Just that being your own boss, whatever decision that you make is gonna impact many people because you have to decide whatever move you take. Right, it's gonna impact your employee, your staff, your customer. So I think that is the different. You take up more responsibility. Yeah. So you learn from experience. Then we always improvise. Yep. All right. I think we have a last question here. Let us move on to the last one. I think from Francis Tan. So, ladies, will you see the future norm for many business be moving more towards online? And if we are not towards into it, will we be the dinosaur? Comment, please. All right. Thank you, Francis. Yeah. Yeah, so for me, I feel that yes, because in fact now our behavior has changed from families that don't use Grab service or don't use. I'm not advertising Grab here, but you don't. A lot of them they don't use online, they don't use app, right? They are not internet savvy or IT savvy. But because of this lockdown, like I say, 21 days is enough to build that habit. So you are so used to ordering food online, then suddenly you realize, hey, even grocery I even can order online, or even apps. Then people just send the food to your doorstep. So I think this will in fact will change the behavior for people moving forward, and especially now there's no vaccination found for COVID yet. So after the lockdown, I believe a lot of people will still practice social distancing. So that means they'll still be staying at home or even go out with masks, right? They will try to avoid places with a lot of people. So what is the best thing that you don't have to be physically there, but yet you can enjoy the food and service? I think is through online
Yeah,
that
I
gets
agree with
everyone
that.
connected. Yeah.
I think definitely. I mean, if you ask if you will become dinosaurs, the answer is yes. You will have to adapt to it and really move online, right? So there's a lot of topics right now, a lot of training out there about O2O. It's really you have to really become do online so that your presence has to be online so that you can reach out to the the millennials, the Gen Z generation. They're all online, right? So you have. I think this is very important, and I mean everything can be online right now. It's just a matter of how creative you are. Even though if it's not directly selling online, you can actually turn the experience online as well. Yeah.
I see. All right. So what about Ivy? Any opinion on this?
I agree what you said. Like 21 days is really make us as a habit. Like we use a lot of like convenience tools through the online. So I also starting to explore since like 2 years ago. Starting like the platform. So even I have a Shopee shop also. I can see the sales is like increased 20 to 30% for this MCO during this MCO period. So for those who like, I am not a person who like to do online shopping. Seriously, just be an end user comments, um, because I don't like the feeling like I pay already, I have to wait. But for some end user, most of the end user is like they just can't wait their parcel to be there. So actually, I found during this MCO a lot of space we can go through, from the social media, from the platform, to reach out through more end user, and also can do a lot of like free marketing and free ads. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what I
Yeah.
think.
True. I see. What about Heidi?
A laptop.
Definitely, we are moving towards online, and more will be going online. Like even now, education. I believe after this MCO, a lot of school will make sure that every student has access to laptop. Every teacher has their syllabus prepared online so that they can mark papers online. So it's impacting our lives, and best. It's best right now because we have so much time to start learning and adapting to this new norm, and so that you won't fall into the dinosaur period. And this is the flow and the wave that we should catch.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, speaking about education system, I think a lot of them will start to have online syllabus now. So Yeah, even meeting also, even like you don't have to be physically traveling to outstation or overseas for meeting. They can even do virtual meeting now. So I think as the era changes, right, as the behavior has changed, right, because it's a macro economy, so eventually we will slowly get used to it. Maybe the adaptation period will be longer, but eventually you won't be the dinosaur definitely because things around you will requires you to do that. So you have no choice. But yeah, for example, now the food delivery service, you really have no choice but to order food delivery. So I don't think we will be a dinosaur. So yeah, the environment will help you to form into a norm without you knowing it. Yep. Yeah, so okay, I think that will be the last question. So I thank you girls for having this wonderful session, and I really learned a lot. I really learned a lot, especially the mindset and your attitude towards the things that is happening around us. I think that is really set our mindset correct, and we go on the correct direction. So that is really because our mindset will determine what are the action is going to take. So that's why I really grateful that all of you really spend time to share with the audience here. So thank you, ladies. And if any one of you would like to get connected with our four pretty guests here, you can always refer to the pinned comment to link up our guests. And I'm sure everyone will benefit from all the inspiration and pick up some ideas to implement right away in their business. And so to make sure that all the business will still operating even during the crisis. So thank you so much, Heidi, Ivy, and
Thank
Miko. Thank you so
you.
much for
Having
your time.
us. Thank you, everyone.
Have a
Okay,
good
all
night. Thank you,
right.
everyone.
Okay, have
Thank
a
you,
good rest and
Yvonne.
good night.
Bye. Thanks, Anne.
Thank you. Thank you.
See
Bye.
you, ladies.
See you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.